Hi guys, welcome back to our mental health matters. So I hope you all are doing well. I'm doing absolutely not well. Anyway, it has been crazy. So I recently moved house and it has been really challenging to record a video. There's construction work going on in the house. The noise is just something else, but we keep moving, we keep it going, and somehow I'm gonna try and be consistent. And this is one of the reasons I didn't release any videos last week, but hopefully, fingers crossed, I will try my best to be consistent. Anyways, let's jump right into today's video. So today's topic is how you can support a loved one or a family member who is going through a mental health crisis, who has a mental health problem. So I'm going to give you about 5 or 6 tips on how you can support a loved one who is suffering from mental illness. So it's really challenging with mental illness. It can be a very difficult time for a family, for a relationship, for people going through mental health crisis. However, there are so many ways that you can support them. There are so many things that you can do in order to offer support, just to relieve the pain a little bit. So I'm going to talk you through some steps that you can use to support loved ones going through a mental health illness. One thing you need to understand is you don't have to be a mental health expert in order to offer support to someone who is going through a mental health illness. And sometimes you might feel lost. It's normal. It's okay to feel this way. You might feel lost. You might feel unsure what to do, what to say in order to help them. However, that's so absolutely fine. You're not the only one in this situation. A lot of people experience similar situations when they face, mental health crisis or mental health challenges. Some of the tips I'm going to give you: number one is to take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself. You need to love yourself first before you can love someone else. The saying that goes, you can't give what you don't have, is so true. So the most important thing for you to remember is to look after yourself. So create me time. If you feel like, okay, I'm a bit exhausted, I'm run down, create me time to look after yourself first, because we don't want two casualties. We'd rather have one person to kind of deal with than two people. If you run yourself down, then nobody will be able to look after anyone, and you yourself will be needing someone to look after you. So it's very important that you look after yourself. Okay, make sure you take out time, look after yourself. If you need to chill out with your girls or with your boys, if you need to go out and have a meal or two, don't feel guilty, don't feel bad about it. Do what you have to do to look after yourself, because then and only then will you be able to look after your loved one who is suffering from a mental health crisis. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Tip number 2: information. Information is very important. So make sure that you get informed. Get information about your loved one illness. Get information, for example, if they are suffering from depression, anxiety, or whatever it is that they are suffering from. Make sure that you get information on how to support them. Make sure that you get information on what the illness is about, the signs, the symptoms. It will help you to understand them better. It will help you to even know what sort of questions to ask them. There are different, obviously everyone mental illness is different. So it's also good for you to understand that their signs and their symptoms might be different. So have that conversation, find out how they want you to support them. It's very important that you are informed, that you have a knowledge about what they're going through, so you'll be able to know how best to support them. So go online, find out information about the illness that they're suffering. If it's depression, if it's anxiety, if it's bipolar disorder, get more information about it so that you can know how best to support them. I've already done a video on depression, so if you want to get more information about depression, if you have a loved one suffering from depression, so you can go and check one of my videos out so that you can know how best to support them. Tip number 3: communication. Communication is very important. It's vital in your relationship. It helps you to understand your partner better. It helps you to understand their emotions, their fears, their difficulties, or any challenges that they might be going through. So it's important that you communicate with your partner. It's very important. It will give you the opportunity to know how to support them better and what they need, and what their needs are. And also it gives you the opportunity to encourage them to talk, which is my next tip. Encourage your partner to talk, encourage them to talk, because obviously everybody's mental illness is different. So it's good for them to tell you how they're feeling. It's good for them to tell you what their relapse signs are, and you'll be able to identify when they're relapsing and help them to get the support that they need. Tip number 4: offer support. As much as you can, offer support. It might be just helping them in everyday tasks, in daily activities that they do, because one thing that mental illness does to you is it kind of it demoralizes you. You don't have motivation to do anything, to do even simple tasks that both me and you might take for granted. People with mental illness might actually find it really difficult to do simple tasks like getting out of bed, eating breakfast, making food, cooking food for themselves, having a shower, having a bath. So all those, washing their hair, all those little daily activities, offer support as much as you can. You can also offer support by reminding them to take their medication. Mental illness can actually mess with your memory as well. So reminding them to take their medication, maybe offering to take them to their appointments and offer them that support to sit with them in their appointments if that's what they want, or offering to help them to go to their therapy or something like that. So mental illness can make people struggle in so many different ways. So knowing that there's someone beside them to support them might just give them that little push, that little motivation that they need. Tip number 5, therapy. Therapy is very, very important. It helps you in your relationship and it helps you guys to understand each other. You can do individual therapy or you can do couples therapy. So one of the importance of therapy is it helps to improve your communication skill, so you guys can learn how to communicate better with each other, with one another, and also it helps you to have a create a better understanding between you and your partner or your spouse or your family member that you're supporting in their recovery journey. So therapy is very important. Another importance of therapy, it also helps you to kind of understand the root cause of your conflict, because sometimes you might think that is actually the mental illness that is causing the conflict that you're having with your partner, but it might not be. So therapy will help you to kind of understand to get to the root cause of the conflict that you guys are having. Tip number 6, give them space. As difficult as it may sound, sometimes your partner with mental illness might need space. They might need space to heal. They might need space to kind of reflect and to understand what they're going through. So make sure that you give them space. Make sure that, when they need space, if that's what they need, then you give them space to heal and to understand everything that is going on. Mental illness can be very overwhelming and sometimes you need that space. I know that it's difficult to watch a loved one suffering and to give them and feel like you're helpless, you can't do anything. But if they need space, space might be what they actually need in order to feel better, in order to, to be better. So make sure that you're giving them space, but also try to identify if they are in immediate danger. And if they are in immediate danger, obviously if you're in the UK, you call emergency services 999. If you're in any other country, just know what your emergency numbers are and call the emergency services to help them as much as possible. These are some of the tips that I have for you guys. So just make sure that you're doing it as much as you can. Sometimes what someone with a mental illness needs is just a shoulder to cry on, is a shoulder to rest on. You just need to be able to identify when they need your shoulder to rest on or when they need it to cry on, and just be there. Make sure that they know that you're there. Make sure that they know that you're available, that you're able to listen, and never ever be judgmental, because you don't really know what is going on in their head. It's their body, it's their head, it's their mind. You don't know what is going on with them. So don't be judgmental and never assume. Mental illness, everyone's mental illness is different. Their signs, their symptoms are all different. So just be there, and your presence alone might just be what they need. So guys, until my next video, keep living life, keep enjoying life, and keep loving yourself. I'll see you guys really, really soon, and I'll be talking about anxiety in my next video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel, and also click the notification bell so that when I upload, you'll be one of the first people to know. Share the video so we can reach out to many people as possible, and also give this video a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Make sure you're looking after yourself. Bye guys.